that in the morning. Welcome back to the Gingium YouTube channel, everybody. Look at that. I'm so pumped with the way the valve cover covers came out. The valve cover covers. One side it says Sleeper, one side it says Volvo. Ladies and gents, the Sleeper Volvo. That was just something fun that I wanted to do. Kind of spice up the engine bay. Brings the red from the engine block kind of up. And since the coil packs weren't on the valve covers, it worked out perfectly. I am going to replace all of the gold tape with silver reflective tape because I don't like the gold anymore. But for now, we've got some other things to do. Actually, really only one big thing. We gotta make a catch can. And the catch can is pretty much the last thing we have to do before this thing's ready for the dyno. After catch can's done, we're working on the drift truck. This right here is the nicest box I've ever made. Catch can for the Volvo, very, very big, probably bigger than it needs to be. 2 ports, 1 for each valve cover. Breather that will go into the top there. And we utilize the washer reservoir mount from the Volvo to mount this. So this will go into here, and then this gets bolted into the Volvo. we just tried one more time to fix the brakes. Off camera, it had started to drag again and seize them up after getting heat in it. It turns out the spacer we had made to adapt the master cylinder to the different brake booster was slightly too big. So when it was all bolted together, there was some preload on the master cylinder. So when you release the pedal, it wasn't fully releasing the pressure from the master cylinder. Or at least that's our theory. We're about to find out if we're right. Ideally, we can drive the car as long as we want without the brakes deciding to brake themselves. The thing that was weird is that sometimes it would be fine for a while, and then sometimes it would be like almost immediate where it would start to seize up. There it goes. Guess the dyno's delayed for us. I'm gonna order some parts. Hopefully something fixes it. It's gotta be the master cylinder, nothing else. There's nothing in the system that's like a one-way valve besides the master cylinder. So wheelwood master cylinder, I guess. Now we gotta wait for the brakes to cool off. Let's just stop. No more Volvo. Now there's a really awesome event coming up, Fall Double Down. Technically the biggest drift event in the country. I don't know how true that really is. It's a 3-day long drift event. But it's gonna be really fun. Party, drifting, boom. Last time I took the truck to a drift event, I had some complaints. Number one, the differential, the LSD. It's not consistent. Sometimes it locks up, does great. Sometimes I go to do an entry and I one wheel peel. So here we have an open.
Bro, I was gonna just, okay.
So here we have an open diff from a Ford 88. We went to the junkyard, got this, and got this, which is my other complaint, sway bar. This truck has 0 sway bars, no front sway bar, no rear sway bar. And so it's a little bit leany in drift. We are going to be completely redoing the drift truck this winter, but these are little things that we can do before the drift event. So this is a sway bar out of a Ford Explorer as well. Really, really big. So I'm hoping it's not gonna be too big. Might want to get some new tires from Tire Streets as well. The reason why we got this sway bar is because it had about the right measurement. I think I have an idea of how we're gonna do this. Don't know how great it's gonna be, but it's gonna work. Well, we'll see. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna cut the old bump stops that aren't being used anymore. They're gonna get in the way, so chop chop. So we need some metal for the sway bar and all of that. We're gonna put that on the back burner until the next video. For now, we're gonna go ahead and get this welded diff in here. So we have to pull out the Ford Performance LSD, put new bearings onto this one, swap over the ring gears, put this carrier back in, make sure the lash and all that is decent, then weld it while it's back in the truck. Escape, get out. So here we have the LSD that's off. This is the old ring gear. Some of the things that I'm about to do, they're not according to the manual, okay? Gonna reuse these bolts, for instance. But listen, first time we did this, when we put this diff in, I didn't do any of those things. Had no idea what I was doing. I just put it all together and it worked perfectly. Then when I tried to do it legit on the Volvo, couldn't get it to work. So I'm just gonna do it the way it worked the first time. So the diff is all cleaned, ready to be welded up. We'll give it a final spray down with brake clean once it's in the car. But, I mean, it looks pretty much brand new now. So that's a dub. That, my friends, is how not to install a ring gear onto your diff carrier. Yep, backlash, gear lash, perfect. So we're good to reassemble. And
Hey, yo.
I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the gears a little bit with a propane torch. Then I'm going to tack each one of them. Make sure that the pin can still come in and out for the axles. And if that's the case, I'll fully weld it up and then swap it around, fully weld the other side, plate the other side, put it all back together. We got the diff welded. One side's plated, other side's not, so we can actually get the C-clips out if we ever have to take the diff out. And now we're putting it back together, and then we're gonna test it.
There's 4 of them, they're racing around the fucking bolt.
That's kind of crazy.
What the fuck?
Dude, they're just going round and round and round and round.
It's testing time, baby. Diff's definitely welded, as you can tell. Only the inside tire was really leaving a trail. Now I'm gonna take it on the street. I don't really know why I'm so nervous about this braking, because I've welded a diff before with a way worse welder.
It's not gonna break.
I don't think it will either, but I'm not gonna say it's not gonna, because then if it does, I'm gonna feel real bad. I haven't driven a car with a welded diff since the RX-7.
The RX-7 was welded?
Yeah. And it was bad in that car, just because the chassis was whack. I'm figuring it's gonna be bad in this car, which is why I didn't want to do it in the first place. I don't know if it actually will be that bad. I don't hear any rear end noise. When I failed at doing the Volvo's rear end, like you were going 3 miles an hour and it was going. It was so bad. We're about to find out if we successfully did a welded diff. That feels awesome. Yeah. That feels so much better, dude. That is so much more controllable. So much better.
Yeah, because you can actually let off the fucking gas now and then not open up.
Right, that's so much better, dude. So that's it for this first drift truck video. The welded diff is feeling fantastic. In the next video, we're gonna get the sway bar on, replace all the soft rubber lines with some stainless steel lines, because this truck has always had a pretty spongy brake pedal. We're also gonna fix the hydro, because the hydro is kind of wacky, and I think I can make it better, so I'm gonna try. Then after doing all that, we'll take it to an undisclosed location and try to actually drift it. So I can already tell it's gonna drift way better, and so I'm super excited for fall double down. And after we're done working with the truck, we gotta finish the Sequoia, and we've got some mods for the trailer actually as well. So it's gonna be a fun little mini series. Fall double down is in like 2 weeks. If you guys do wanna support the channel, watch the next video right now. You can head over to Patreon. Oh look, I'm wearing a Patreon hoodie. You'll get early access to videos and access to a bunch of other exclusive content. Thank you to everyone who does that. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Actually, maybe I like it right here.
Yeah, it seems like it's in a good spot because you can actually reach it really easily.
Yeah.
You don't have to reach very far.
Right.
But I mean, it's adjustable on the fly, right?